Hello, my name is Juno. My pronouns are they, them, and welcome back. Long time no see. I've been pretty busy with work. I got a promotion that's pretty much been taking up all my time. But I am back with a doll haul and a pretty special doll haul. Every doll haul is very special, but these ones are just particularly dolls that are very near and dear to my heart. One of them is more of like, yes, I always wanted her, but like not as special as the other three. So yes, there is four. I did go a little crazy, but it's my treat to myself for how much I've been working. So two of them I have already unboxed technically because I couldn't wait. So I will just show you those right away. So first up, and this one's technically a repeat. I technically already have her. It is Physical Dedication Miss Ghoulia. As you can see, she has some missing pieces, her earrings, her glasses, her hairstyle isn't the same, although it's pretty simple, so I don't know why I haven't recreated it by now. But like also all of her clothes and accessories. She, for the longest time, was one of my only Ghoulia dolls. I think I had Skull Shores Ghoulia, but as far as like an everyday Ghoulia that I could just like play with, this was her. And she was always one of my favorites as a child, so she was very much well loved. Anyway, I decided to buy another one of her because I do want all of her missing things. I would eventually love to have the whole classroom line that does kind of go for a bit, especially if it's complete. Most of them are nowhere near complete, especially because my focus when it comes to Monster High is definitely the earlier years, kind of 2010 to 2012, 2013-ish. But for the most part, it's kind of that 2010 to 2012 area. That's what brings the most nostalgia and joy for me, and also I think the designs are the strongest. So lately I've kind of just really focused on adding to that specific part of the collection, because honestly the rest of them I would love to have at some point, most of them, but not as strongly, and I'd rather focus on what I truly want first before I'm just like adding dolls just to add them. So anyway, Physical Dedication Ghoulia, and this is her beautiful near complete self. The only thing I'm missing is her little red and white cuff, and then I also didn't get her pen and her ball. But as far as like main accessories, it's just the cuff that I'm missing. Otherwise, she has her glasses, she has her little ponytail, her little brain earrings. Also mine, this graphic, like I completely scratched off years ago, don't know how. And these red leggings like bust a seam also years ago, don't know how. She's also, her legs are a lot tighter than my original one. But maybe it's just because there's so much fabric up here. But I'm absolutely smitten with her. She is so cute. I can't wait to get the other classroom ones and display them all together because, so good. Honestly, I would love to have them in box, but I don't have space for that, and I'm not like, I like touching my dolls. She also came with her locker and the little lock. I also used to love the accessories with her as a child, and it doesn't come with any of the stickers, which I'm not heartbroken about, but it does come with her dress. I love Ghoulia's style. I love her very like 50s almost inspired style with a lot of her stuff. And I love the reds and the black, the polka dots. She has her little sport glasses with the elastic, love. And then her water bottle. Oh, her water bottle. Itty bitty. Itty bitty, but there is the Monster High logo on there. And then her journal. So cute. Found her little diary. Well, technically it says Physical Education Survival Guide. So it goes through like all her notes on everyone. I'm never heartbroken when a doll doesn't come with their diary. I do love it because I love the little tidbits of information and lore in each of them, but also I'm pretty sure someone has scanned them all and put them online somewhere, and I have read through quite a few. I do have still a bunch of the diaries from my dolls growing up. I have them in like a binder, but I love them. Anyway, they're not necessary to my collection, but I do really love getting them. Okay, second doll up is I think truly one of my grails, and she's not a crazy grail or anything, but to get her in this complete condition, in this nice of condition, is huge, and I cannot say enough nice things about this doll. It's a Miss Corgulia. Yeah, that's what I said. So she is black elastics. There did used to be a part of me that was like, I'm only going to get the gold elastics, but I don't think it's worth it. Also, so many of them are in such awful condition. I do still want to go for the elastic versions because I want to get the earliest rendition of them because that is the most like true in my mind. Nothing against any of the not older, but like newer reproductions, or even from then when they would reproduce them every few years. But this is just, in my brain, this is the peak version of the core dolls. I do have a few gold elastics. I think my Deuce, my Cleo, Frankie, and I think that's it. I think it's Deuce, Cleo, and Frankie are all gold elastics. Otherwise, the rest are black or white, and my Claudine is, she does have pegs, so I am looking to swap her out later because I thought she was an elastic version, but that was on me. I wasn't looking close enough. This is Miss Gulia. I could still probably do some to touch up her hair. I love Gulia dolls. I love Gulia dolls. I hate the type of hair they use for Gulia dolls and Spectra. Like, we don't need this. We don't need this. It feels like, but we ignore that because she's gorgeous. Here's a close-up look at her beautiful mug. Love. She got the zipper earrings, the little pink necklace. So cute. She's absolutely gorgeous. I'm so thankful to have her in my collection finally, and I'm so close to finishing the core line. I also have gold elastics Laguna. However, she is in storage because I am missing a lot of her stuff. When I first got back into collecting Monster High in 2021, I ended up just buying a lot of cheap Monster High dolls that were incomplete, and now I am deeply regretting that because I do want to go and rebuy them again with all their accessories, because I I'm okay if like the playset type accessories, like I don't end up having, like Ghoulia's dodgeball, for example. But when it comes to their actual like clothing, their actual styling, I really would prefer to have all of it. So there's like my Frankie, she is missing her bracelet, and I know that's a really hard thing to find one with a bracelet, but I really want one. And my Cleo, like, she doesn't have her headband, and I think my Claudine's missing the necklace. She has her collar, but she doesn't have the necklace. So those are all things that I want to replace, which I unfortunately will probably have to just rebuy a whole other doll and then just sell off one of them, because buying any of the accessories individually is actually insane. I'm not paying for that. I don't know. You end up paying for like this small of a piece of plastic for $30, and no thank you. Ghoulia did also come with Sir Hoots-a-Lot. Pretty sure that's his name, right? I've never had him before. I had the bike and I was so mad growing up that I didn't have him to put on the bike. And I can't wait to own the bike again. I still have all the like play sets and stuff stashed away at a relative's house, and I can't wait until I can get my grubby hands on them again, so I can put him on that bike, fulfill my dream. Those are the first two Monster High, and I do have a Miss Barbara and then one more Monster High doll. Let's do the Barbie doll first, because I did open her from her box, but she's a new in-box doll. This doll, I don't think I would have bought if I didn't have some nostalgia tied to her. She's still a pretty doll, don't get me wrong. I like her little outfit, and she has like just a sweet neutral face. Her hair quality, I remember, is but it's just like Ghoulia's. It's the same. Simply the memories I have of owning this Barbie doll growing up just brought me so much joy that I was like, I'll buy it. And I just so happened to find an eBay listing of someone listing it for auction. It started off pretty low, and I saw that no one was bidding on it, so I saved it, and I was like, I'm gonna wait until the last day to bid on it if no one else has. And that's exactly what I did. I waited until I think the last 5 minutes that it was open to bid on it, and I only bid like $2 higher than the initial listing price, and I won because no one else wanted her. So I was really happy about that. Here she is, Barbie and Tanner. It is a dog play set, as you see, and the big gimmick is that the dog eats the food and then he poops it out, and Barbara scoops it up. And I cannot tell you how much I played with this doll as a kid. Not even specifically a doll, it really was the dog. The dog was the spotlight here. And I had a different set that was like a couple years newer than this one later, that came with a girl dog. I think it came with Taffy. And those two dogs I played with so much. This is the back, just showing the gimmick again. I didn't realize there was a cat version. Honestly, I think she's kind of cute. The cat's kind of meh. Okay, take like 4, because I had to delete pretty much my entire camera roll and 5 different apps to make room on my phone. We're back. I have started opening up Miss Barbara. This is where we're at so far. We haven't gone too crazy. This doll is from 2007, which that means she's been in this box for a very long time. And there is some nasty dry rot rubber bands in here, but I don't think that should be too much of a problem. Here's the little Little garbage can. Those rubber bands across. It's so funny. And then dispenses out the back. Pretty bad trash can if you ask me. I really don't even remember this poop scoop. I probably lost it really early on. This is the poop scoop. Little paw. I'm confused. There's this little peg that moves. Maybe that's a magnet? I really do not remember this at all. I've been watching a 6-hour compilation of all the Monster High cartoon episodes. It's really long. I'm halfway through it. I've just been watching it here and there in free time just as like background noise. But every time I rewatch it, I'm reminded about how good the cartoon was. Because, I don't know, I think it aged really well. And there's a lot of like sweet moments in it and good messages. Okay, here's the dog food. So, little flap, and then also you can get it from the back. And this is the poop mat, I think. Or that might be for the dog food. We have a little rope toy. I got really lucky with this set simply because there was someone else selling this exact same doll in box for $100 more. And I mean, to be honest, I don't think this doll is worth over $100. She's in box. She's from 2007, so she's old. It's cool. From when I was like looking her up specifically, I feel like I found a good handful, but none of them were that high, and I really don't think they should be. Here's another little rope toy, and I'm trying to get this ball out. Here's the ball. And teddy bear. I do remember this teddy bear. He's cute. Love. Here's the good stuff. Oh no, all my poop. All my poop. These are so funny. Oh my god. There's the, don't mind the tape. Ah! That almost fell into my coffee. I would have screamed. We're down to the nitty gritty. Maybe I should be showing you guys more of me unboxing it, but also it's just me. It's just me cutting open a box. Nothing too crazy. All these ties. I do miss when they wouldn't like do a plastic staple into every piece of a doll. Oh. Okay, a lot of dry rot. I got the dog out. I got Tanner out. He's almost free. He feels exactly how I remember. He's just flocked. But it's not like weak flocking at all, because when I say that I played with this dog a lot, I did. And he would be getting full baths. He'd be going outside. It was the whole 9 yards. Oh, here we go. He's very stiff. I mean, because he's hard plastic. I think it's the tail. Okay, so you push down, he tilts his head, you push up. This is the best day of my life. This is so goofy. Ugh. I'm so excited to have this. Okay, Barbara. No, because what is this? This is better, though, than the plastic ties. I would take this, because the other ones I feel like I always rip out their hair. I just elbowed Julie. I hope you guys have been well, despite the world. I haven't been doing too bad myself. Oh, yeah. What gorgeous hair. And she's free. She's free. Is Barbie's head always that squishy? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Anyway. She has... It's definitely a pretty bland Barbie face. Like, as far as a Barbie screening, it's pretty meh. But don't get me wrong, she's still cute. And I do like her outfit. I think her outfit's cute. Aren't these real? Yeah, they are. Editing Juno here. My phone ran out of storage again, so I filmed another clip, but I forgot to take into account that I left off somewhere, and I just jumped straight into the next doll. So apologies for it being kind of jumpy. Anyway, let's see what's next. Switching camera angles because I want you guys to see the box. I guess I should see where my address is on this. Okay, we're fine. So this last one is another Monster High doll. Kind of sounds like she's loose in there. There's probably something in there. I just found, she was kind of like a wild card. I got because I just found her complete for a good price. So I was like, I mean, I was gonna get her anyway. Now I just have her complete for a really good price. So, yeah, we got her in there. I love when people just like throw them in a plastic bag and then toss them in there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a perfectly acceptable way. I just like the way people pack things. Oh yeah. It's Miss Cleo. We'll get to her in just a second. I want to get rid of or get out everything else. Okay, we have a little pouch. It's probably full of accessories. And okay, that's empty. We got our stand, and I think this is just for packing. This is just a whole other mailer. I almost wonder if I could reuse this, because I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell. Not a bunch, but like a good handful of like doubles and such. She's not perfect. She does have a little paint smear, but that's not a huge deal. And I'm pretty sure I can get rid of that. She has a little mark on her nose too. But again, I'm pretty sure I can get that all off. So we have Fear Leading Cleo. As I've been rewatching the Monster High cartoon, the Fear Leading episodes are always some of my absolute favorites. So, okay, interesting. I didn't realize the Fear Leading outfits had a rubber band that goes under them to keep it in place. Mine's obviously broken, but that doesn't really matter. Wow, okay, so here she is. She has her earrings. I love this hand sculpt for Cleo. I just think it's a really cute hand sculpt. And they only used it a couple times, I think. But yeah, so she does have a little, you probably can't even see it, but there's like a little black smudge on her nostril. And then she does have a little bit of a paint smear from her lip. But really not concerned about that. I think I can take that off just fine. She does have these little braids in her hair that are cute, and surprisingly, all the rubber bands are still in there. They feel like they might be about to give up, but that's okay. She's so cute. She has a little bracelet too, her little neckband, her shorts, her armband. Of course, the little ankle one. And I love the Fear Leading shoes. They're so sweet. Okay, I don't remember what accessories she came with. I think it was a duffel bag. We'll see. I would love Ghoulia. I want Ghoulia so bad. She does unfortunately go for a little bit higher. I have a brush, just basic black brush. I don't know what it is. I get so many of the doll brushes and I can't let them go. I need to though. I need to sell them off, or just like have people pay for shipping, and I'll just ship them to it because I have too many and my gremlin self can't let them go. We have other parts of her stand. Also, of course, I want Draculaura from the line. Yeah, here's her duffel bag. I have one for Toralei as well because I have her and Persephone and Meowlity in the Fear Leading uniforms. So I can't wait to eventually have the whole set. And then her little speaker mouthpiece thing. I don't know what the technical term is for it. I wanted to say air horn, but it's definitely not an air horn. Has a little skelet shape on both sides. I also love to get the Frankie as well. Well, the Frankie fashion pack that I then can put on Frankie. Anyway, again, here she is, her little bag. I really do love all the details that are put into these dolls. And I think she basically has the same, she's pretty much the same screening as her core doll, except her core doll doesn't have the sparkles up top. It's just like another shade of like a light purple. And then her lipstick shade, I'd say, is more of a raspberry, while her lipstick shade on her core doll is much more dark and vampiric. So, yay! I love her. All these dolls will need a little something with their hair, but that's no big deal. I have a lot more dolls who need like a whole boil style, and I don't have time for that. But I need to make time for it because I could have a good handful more dolls on my shelf if I just did the TLC. I would love to make another video sometime in the near future. I'm thinking a collection tour, mayhaps. I do have a lot of TLC dolls, as I said, that I need to kind of take care of and put on the shelf, and even some of the ones on the shelf need a spa day bad. So I've been putting it off because I'm like, I need to wait until they're all looking nice, but I think I'd rather just show you guys, because even with their quirks and they need some styling, I still have so much love for them, and I would love to show you guys and talk about my collection. I might be changing this setup in the future as well, so I kind of want to document how it looks now. And I also would love to do a room tour, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this bedroom. So again, I'd just love to document it to show you guys before / if it changes. Otherwise, I'm still just thinking of little ideas to maybe make just casual videos about. I would love to do more outside of my room, but also filming in public sounds disgusting. That just makes me really anxious. So most of them are going to be in here, but I'm thinking of different ways to kind of switch it up, keep it a little interesting. But I appreciate you all for watching, and if you're subscribed, thank you for supporting me and my silly little videos. I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope you're all doing well despite the absolute madness in the world, and you're finding joy somewhere. Anyway, nice chatting with you guys again. I'll see you next time. Bye!